Hi Revivers! How many of you out there are struggling with those rotator cuff exercises? They don't seem to be right and it's painful to do things like this. There's a better exercise for you, so stay tuned. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Lin of Rehab Revive Physical Therapy. Today I'm excited to teach you just a very simple exercise called table washing. Now, what type of things does table washing help with? Well, first thing right off the bat is your rotator cuff muscles. Sometimes they've got tendonitis, sometimes there's even that little bit of small tear that's happening that you can slowly start to rebuild. And that's the things you want to use this exercise for. As well as you're building up back muscles like your rhomboids and your shoulder stability exercises. So it's great for things like if you're doing any rotational sports.
That's a massive hit by Wells. Big play, Shea.
Or if you're just controlling some handles, or if you're just even just your general person typing. So why do rotator cuff issues occur? A lot of the times, the reason is that we have our ball and socket of our shoulder, and the muscles, the rotator cuff muscles, surround that. And specifically, their job is to pull the reins back, just like a chariot and horse, someone controlling that. Oftentimes, the shoulder, because of the way we sleep, the way we use, a lot of push-ups that we may be doing, are shoving that shoulder and that shoulder head forward and stretching. Imagine if I stretch this shirt so much, what's gonna happen? It tears. Gets aggravated, inflamed. So the table washing or this type of exercise is great. What do people generally do for rotator cuff muscles? Well, they rest it, they ice it, they stop doing it, but then when they go back to activities, it comes right back. Now, the rotator cuff's job, like I said, is to stabilize. So what do people do? They actually try to strengthen. Like, what are you thinking? Strengthening is the worst thing you can do because you're stretching it past its limit. It's already forward, and what we really need to do is hone in that shoulder head, bring it back in, and that's the cool thing about table washing. All right, so all you need is either a towel or these little skill sliders or furniture movers. You can just press it onto the table, and that is usually about belly height or chest height, doesn't matter. What we want to do is you're going to put pressure, downward pressure. So there'll be some arrows showing us downward pressure. Then maintain that pressure, because what that's going to do is it's going to trigger that shoulder blade and that rotator cuff to suck in. And then when that happens is we can start, you can do both at the same time in the beginning, but over time I almost want you to focus on one arm at a time. So we'll do both. You can go clockwise, counterclockwise, and you want to do small circles, probably no bigger than 1 inch radius. Put some downward force. You don't want your shoulders up here, okay? We're not, having short necks. You want long necks, like a giraffe. So you want to get that. Keep your shoulder blades down. Move this. There we go. Now, when do you want to stop? Well, generally you stop when it starts burning a little bit. Usually it's around 30 to 50 repetitions. Now, since I work with my hands all the time and I treat patients for 10 to 12 hours a day, I can do about 500 of these before I even get tired. For those of you who work with your hands, yeah, maybe 500 is about what you want to get to. But clockwise, counterclockwise. So we'll just do one arm at a time, and I'll show you kind of with my hands where things need to be. So the shoulder needs to go down and in towards me, down and in. And then I maintain that and I start small circles. Now you might see people do this against the wall, and we have those videos as well, but this is something that maybe early on we can start in that rehab of the rotator cuff muscles. So you want to work on that, build those muscles. You should feel a few muscles other than the armpit, which is where your rotator cuff lies. It's also a little bit of that clavicle or your collarbone and your rhomboid muscles in your shoulder blade. Those are going to be the keys to your success with this exercise. So hopefully the table washing concept of stabilizing those rotator cuff muscles is the right way to go. All that prime movers and strengthening with bands this way and that way, get rid of that and stop it.
Stop it.
And we hope this exercise helped. We always recommend that you start slow and low and do small reps. It feels like it's doing okay, you can increase it slowly. But if it's painful, we highly recommend you stop and then you go see a healthcare professional, because this might not be the best exercise for you. It might be something else that's causing your pain. So thank you for jumping on our channel and this video to address any of your concerns. We're really trying to do our best to grow this channel. I'm trying to work on my stage presence. So if you like this video, please like it. If you didn't, try not to maybe not like it, but if you don't like it, then I'd love to know too. You can leave comments and feedback, because we're always trying to improve and make these videos more friendly for the viewers. And of course, if you want to keep learning, please subscribe to our channel. We're always pumping out new stuff, cutting edge things, because I'm trying to create as much as I can and just give it out to the world. I'm Dr. Lin. Remember, we heal smarter, not harder.